USB-C cable, headphones. This is a charging brick. It comes with Vivo Flash Charge 2.0, made in India, and it says 85 ampere, 0.85 ampere, 100 to 200 watts, 3A max. Okay, we'll check what this is about. It's a decent case, a SIM ejector, and let's look at the phone now. Let me unbox this. Let me unveil this. One of the reasons I went with the Vivo S21 is because it has this SAR value of 1.05 W per kg. My previous Vivo V15 Pro has a 1.469 W per kg SAR value. So hoping this has a lot less radiation for the head. So I would like to compare the Vivo S21 in terms of its size with an iPhone and with a Samsung. Just give me a minute. So this is how the color looks. And for size perspective, this is a bit narrower, I think, to the iPhone, which I have. This is a 6.5 inch screen, the Vivo S21. Very good looking color, nice matte finish. Cameras look very Samsung-like. And I'm happy they have a USB-C port, which is standard nowadays, so I shouldn't be too happy. I think they have applied some kind of a screen protector on top of this, so I'm just going to let that be. This phone is primarily for my father. He uses a V15 Pro, and like I said, he's been complaining about radiation and all that, so I decided to get him this handset. It costs 30,000 rupees, and I managed to get this from Vivo's webpage. I was, thinking about this or the V20 Pro, and I finally went with this. There is no V21 Pro just yet. This is what the box says. The MRP is, I think, by the way, this color is called dusk blue. So give me a moment, let me play around with it, and I'll set it up for you, and I'll talk about the screen, my first impressions, and what I think about it. So far, I'm excited. I'm happy these guys have the courtesy to include. Now I just used the case which it came with, and I realized that it has a little flap for the USB-C. Now I don't think I'll be needing that, so let me see if I can cut it off in one clean swipe. There you go. So I've just, like using my scissors, I've just done away with it. Now it has a slightly cleaner aspect. So the first thing I like to do when I get a new phone is check out the camera, and this is in portrait mode right now. And let me take a couple of shots of my room also. Okay, it's automatically choosing the modes. The setup process didn't take much time at all. It's installing some basic applications like Instagram and all that, and yes, so it's just about to be set up. And the good news is that the applications are installing rather fast, and even though this is the first time I'm using this phone, I don't think it's heating up at all, so that's obviously a welcome thing. This is the video quality you can expect out of the Vivo S21. I'm just taking a walk here, and I'm walking towards a source of light just to show you guys what it feels like. While taking the video, the good news is I can actually flip the camera, so let's try. Okay, I cannot flip this camera. Sorry, you can't flip this camera. Basically, I thought that was flipping the camera option, but I'm now gonna face the other way and show you guys. Okay, so now we are using the back camera. I haven't checked the settings. This is the out of the box settings. I haven't changed anything. I guess I can do a bit of a zoom, but yes, when you zoom in, the quality does compromise, and that's something to observe. This is the quality I'm getting on the back camera. Let's go inside and see what it feels like. So this I'm taking on portrait, not on landscape. The colors are looking a bit washed out on my iPhone for some reason. So I'm now tapping at the screen, but yes, I don't know why, but the colors look a bit washed out. Let's see if it does the same thing with the Samsung. Yep, colors are looking a little too bright. I don't know why. Now I've zoomed in accidentally, which I didn't mean to. By the way, this has a really bombastic zoom. Okay guys, so if you're gonna do technology videos and I don't recommend this phone just for the purpose because I'm looking at the iPhone right now and it looks like a fake screen. Like it's not looking like the real thing at all. I must say I'm not too impressed by the video quality. It's okay, it's bearable, but in low light or if you're shooting, this, I don't recommend it. But let's see if that opinion changes. Now this is the maximum brightness. It has a bit of a darkish background, but that's okay. I like the brightness. Brightness has never been an issue, or the display has never been an issue with Vivo phones, and this is no different. I like the fact that it's a little more boxy, this cutout, and let's compare the size of this versus the iPhone. This is how an iPhone looks, and this is how this fits. Let's see if I keep it on top of each other, how they compare. Definitely the Vivo is a little narrower. By being narrow, I think it's a bit more fun to hold in the hand. At least that's my general impression. I don't need the full brightness right now, like it's really blinding. Good screen quality, not cheapy at all. I think for 30,000 rupees you feel like you're getting a bang for your buck with respect to your screen quality and the display. So when I scroll down on the menu, I get some good options which are very standard. I have switched on eye protection, but if I switch it off, I find that the blue light is more prevalent. Now I've changed the wallpaper just so I can compare it with the likes of the Samsung Galaxy S20 and the iPhone. That's how three of them look. This is my primary phone, this is my secondary phone, the Samsung S20. Obviously Samsung has a very good screen, but again I feel iPhone has the best screen of the lot. And of course the wallpaper might be looking the best on Samsung, and that's how the screen looks. Are the other phones brighter than this guy? I guess they use a higher processor. Naturally this costs double as much, the S20 when it came out, and the iPhone costs a lakh plus. This costs 30,000, so naturally there is some displacement. But if you talk about value for money, I don't see why you would need anything else if you have a phone like this. Even if I think about myself, I think I used to sometimes love playing around with my dad's Vivo. So these are good phones. I am liking the screen. Let's play a video for you guys. I'm just updating the software. It says FunTouch OS is available. 144 MB update, so it's just updating itself. Now it says 5G, but I don't think 5G is anything great in life. I think it's just another scam, another way to make us spend more money. In terms of weight, this is quite light. The iPhone feels heavier and more substantial because the iPhone is definitely thicker also. This is an 11 Pro Max. I'm sorry in case I forgot to tell you guys. And this I feel it's quite slim, yet it's nice and boxy to hold. I like the fact that it comes with a pre-installed screen. So far I'm happy because I feel my father is really gonna like this phone, considering he's coming from a Vivo V15 Pro. I told my father to get an iPhone and he says he hates Apple. And I don't want him to get a Samsung because there might be a bit too much of an interface change. And if I get him a Samsung S21, for example, it'll cost me between 50k and 70k rupees, something I don't want to spend and I don't want him to spend either. He uses his phone primarily for clicking images of documents, for clicking images of his grandchildren, for WhatsApping, for checking on stock prices which are prevalent at the time. And yeah, man. So I like the camera. This also comes with a really good zoom. It has the option for a 44 megapixel night selfie camera and a night camera of 64 megapixel with optimum image stabilization. It has an ultra slim matte glass. So I don't know anything about what those things mean, but they are pretty good, I guess, you know. So yeah, that was my first look at Vivo's V21, and I quite like it. So guys, it has 8 GB RAM. It has a rear camera of 64, 8 and 2 megapixel, a front camera of 44 megapixel. We took a front camera selfie, and I'm going to share some photographs. It has a 4000 mAh battery. I don't think it's going to be an issue really. 176 kilogram weight, and the processor is a MediaTek Dimensity 800U front camera. Now I also want to, before you guys go, I also want to show you what it looks like with the case on. So yeah, it's a nice grippy case, but as you know, all TPU cases eventually get yellow in a couple of months. Not that my father cares if it goes yellow. I guess he will just get a new case. I'm pretty sure he'll get a new case. Yeah, so a bunch of options on the camera front. You have time lapse, high resolution, live photo, panogram, pro. So I like that about this phone. And I even like the camera on the previous phone he had. You have a specific section for the night photography, and pretty good so far. I'm quite happy with this purchase. I think he'll love this phone, although he'll never say it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this video interesting, and I would really appreciate some comments, some feedback. I'm not going to be doing this in Hindi in case you're wondering if I will. Sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.